we're not only talking about the problems. What we also have is Vice has 20 ways to make women's lives more bearable. Now, 10 of them were
Kill
just...
yourself.
Yeah, some of them were kill yourself. Most of them were just hold men accountable. Mm-hmm. I was going to do that, and then I was going to go through a few of what I actually think, to be fair to women, what I actually think we as men could do, and not in a, BuzzFeed Vice way, what you actually could do.
Okay.
But their ones are... Don't tell girls you're not like other girls, because that's just acting like it's better to be a man. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Which they've completely misinterpreted, because telling a guy you're not like other guys is good too, because people like to see themselves as unique. That's the truth of the matter. When you're telling a girl you're not like other girls, what they like about that is that they're special and unique.
Yeah.
So that's why that compliment does work. And if it didn't work, guys would stop saying it. You know what I mean? No one's telling girls you're not like other girls and they get offended and then we just keep doing it. People say that because it's an attractive thing and people like hearing that they're special.
Yeah.
So that one's stupid. Another...
That was dumb.
So another option, most of them, like I said, where every second one was hold your friends accountable if they're rapists or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Another one was buy sanitary pads and tampons and donate them to a homeless shelter. So don't think I'm going to do that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I could see giving money to causes or whatever, but the idea of, it's just such a funny thing to explain to your girl anything. It's like, why'd you buy a bunch of like tampons? And you go, I'm just going over to the women's shelter to drop off a bunch of tampons. Usually you walk into CVS, you go buy a bunch of tampons, then you walk over to the homeless shelter.
Well, no, you should.
It's just it's just such a weird thing to do. If you want to give the homeless shelter money, give them money.
Yeah. This is actually one thing you could do along those lines is
drop off the tampons. Hold on. Then you stand there and then you go, so I'm dropping off 15 tampons, and they go, okay, we'll take them. I go, no, I'd like to see who's getting them. You go, I'd like to see you know what Elaine says if they're sponge worthy? Yeah. You go, I'd like to see the girls, if I could meet the subjects and size them up, and then I'd like to shake their hand.
Doing the Lord's work.
Each person you give the tampon to.
Do you get them line up? Just having a line, I'll just bang out all these handshakes one at a time.
I'd like to hand them one by one. You have your tampons and pads. You go.
Well, no, but what
you have to say? You go pad or tampon. You go. Let's do pads over here. Tampons.
Yeah. Let's split up. Split up into two groups. Everybody, we want tampons on this side, pads on this side.
I have 5 tampons and 3 pads.
Do you like a little Halloween thing? What do you?
First come, first serve. I only have 5 tampons and 3 pads.
No, but what you could do is, how there's that thing where you see sometimes online where someone's usually at a college. But there's in the men's room, there'll be tampons and pads. There'll be like tampon pad dispenser.
Why do they have them in the men's room?
For trans people.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah. I saw one recently, actually. Someone posted where it was in the men's room, I guess.
Well, you could sort of use that double as a dilly.
Or whatever. But I'm saying go in the men's room because they probably don't, they just sit there forever.
Steal those.
Go bring them to the...
Go bring those to the women's shelter and make them form a line.
Yes. Still
form
the line.
I have 2 sizes, big or small. How much the vagina looking like?
Still have them...
I have 3 sizes. So you gotta get the measurements on your poon. You a heavy dripper. I also have...
you have like a pencil in your ear and a fucking like ruler and shit.
I have aggressive flow and then I have light flow. What are we talking with?
I can actually just tape these two together.
What are we talking with when you get your period? Is it a pretty heavy rag? Or are we talking? So that's.
I'm just gonna start pouring, and you say when. Just tell me when to stop, and I'll know.
You bring the blue stuff.
The blue stuff. Yeah.
Believe women's pains. For example, periods hurt. So that's one that they say. I don't know who's ever denied that. Is it anytime a girl's out? That's what sort of goes contrary because they're like, oh, you just telling me I'm on my period, and they're like, also periods are a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
You go, that one's probably true. I
mean, there are some sure, yeah.
Has your chick ever been like, I'm on my period, it really hurts, and you go, shut the fuck, my period. I wasn't born yesterday, sister. Before explaining something, ask, does she know more about this than me? So this is sort of one of those ones that just.
I mean, that's a stupid thing to ask.
Girls know better. They do. You. Yeah, I would go one step further. Yeah, whether it's crypto, sports,
anything, they do.
Penises,
anything.
They know more about anything.
100%.
Stop calling a woman feisty. So they had a whole bunch of these. They don't like the classifications of any kind. All women are the same.
Yes. Definitely none of them are feisty.
Remember that fat women exist. I mean, they go, remember that fat women exist, and some of them
No, the best thing is someone was telling this to you, like you're in a classroom, and they go, remember, you're in the back, they go, remember fat women exist. You're like,
yeah, you. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, fat women exist. You go, yeah, all I heard was fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yeah, I knew they existed because my water was shaking like Jurassic Park when you walked in.
yeah, we got to call the mechanic in to do some structural repairs to the floorboard. So, yeah.
Going to reinforce it. We know.
So that's one that he said.
You're asking for trouble with that one. You're really asking for trouble with that one right there.
We know. So remember that fat women exist. Have you ever thought for a second that they don't exist?
Yeah.
Examine how domestic labor is divided in your home. Who does the cleaning, the meal budgeting, etc., and everyone does equal everything. They'd like you to be more even. So it's kind of the old thing: make the farmers doctors and the doctors farmers.
But it's like literally, yeah. Hey, honey, go mow the lawn. I'm gonna clean up.
You mow the lawn, and then I'll clean the fridge in the mini skirt.
Yeah, I'll clean the dishes. I'll do the dishes. You mow the lawn. Sweet deal, to be honest.
One of the things they didn't like is when they were saying they don't do the chores bad on purpose to do domestic tasks to high standards. Don't do it wrong, like I'm incompetent sort of thing, which if they are right that I do that because that's a big one, but they also do that. Girls are I can't kill a bug. I could never. And you go, yeah, you're not capable of killing an ant.
It's called specialization. Stick to what you're good at. Obviously, people are better at certain things.
I pretend I'm good at nothing, dude. I'll do the mowing the lawn upside down. I go as far as
Ryan comes in and goes, I did it again. His fucking hands just like bleeding, gushing blood everywhere.
If any
Ryan, did you put your hand in the lawnmower again while I was on? Yep.
Buddy, if you can get past dating a girl that thinks you're like a total idiot moron, it's the life.
Yeah. Just a useless idiot.
Buddy, I'll do cereal. I'll put the bowl upside down, just pour milk on it. I go, well, that's what happens when you don't get me the thing and put it in my drink in my apple juice in my sippy cup. I actually do go hard on that technique that they don't like.
Yeah, right.
But I do that with guy stuff too. They go put together a shelf. I just, I walk in crying, holding the parts. I actually did. I ordered 2 different things for IKEA. I broke them both trying to put them together.
Yeah.
And I had to send it back.
And they took it back?
Yeah.
That's good. They probably get a lot of
I broke a table because they had all this crisscrossing going on, and they had to drill them in, and then and one wouldn't fit, and I made it fit, and then
the moment you make something fit on an IKEA thing, you have like an hour before this thing is.
It didn't want to fit, and I made it fit. Yeah. I wasn't getting bullied around. I still won though.
Fucking Swedish pieces of shit. You ain't gonna make me do anything.
I still felt like I won though. So I do that one. I'm big into that game. Burning toast, you name it.
Burning toast. You go, I guess we're eating burnt toast.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not a
but then
boyfriend
you also
who knows how to make
But then you
toast.
also eat the burnt toast. You go, this sucks, huh?
Yeah. So I do all that sort of stuff. And then they said, the last one, if you like do you love fiery Latino women, strong black women, mysterious Asian women?
Yes.
Yeah, well, if you do, pick up a book on decolonial feminism and read it. So
I like mysterious black women.
They don't like any category. Yeah, well, that they might like actually, but I think they don't like anyone being categorized as anything.
Nobody likes to be mysterious.
But this is your I think this is kind of not a man thing
anymore.
This is like a white thing, I think, because they're making it intersectional.
The fiery ones with the Latinos.
The fiery Latinos.
So funny because we know so many comics who are like, I have a Latino wife. And then they're fiery.
Well, I dated Latino girls, and
they are fiery.
Yeah, it's fiery. But their sort of thing is that's actually average. You're just judging on white standards, is what I would say. They would go, well, compared to what? Because if you go to South America, that's actually a pretty average amount of fire. It's actually pretty standard fire.
You think there's white people in South America who move there and go, yeah, it's
very unfiery.
Very unfiery. My wife, very unfiery. They go, whoa,
it's the least fiery person. Or I don't really know the mysterious Asian one, I guess, because they don't talk a little bit. But
yeah, they're quiet and
Yeah, but that's a white person. You goes over to China and they go very unmysterious.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he's up to every time, which I
All
guess you could put
relative.
that. Fellas, thank you for watching that clip. Now, if you want to support this podcast, an easy way to do it is patreon.com/theboyscast. There's a new episode every week, only 5 bones, and we got tons of episodes there already. So support the dogs.
Support the dogs. I've been Bowen Yang.